Hello, my name is Yiğit Karaduman, and I will be presenting our project Plantometer on behalf of my group. What is Plantometer? Plantometer is a machine that measures the components, which is essential for plant and seed growth. The essentials for plant growth are light density, temperature, soil moisture, CO2 amount in the air, and minerals in the soil. Essentials for plant growth: light density. The light density suitable for plant photosynthesis is generally between 10,000 and 30,000 lux. Adjusting light density is crucial in different growing periods for plants. In most situations, sunlight is uncontrollable because of the weather changes. But with plantometer, we can easily adjust, we can easily measure the light density in our environment and then change the settings for the maximum growth. Let's look at the temperature. The optimum temperature for germination is from 25 degrees Celsius degrees to 35 Celsius degrees, but the highest temperature should not exceed 45 Celsius degrees. The higher the temperature is, the faster the germination, but again, the temperature should not exceed 45 Celsius degrees, since the growth is with the help of enzymes, and enzymes cannot work with temperature over 45 Celsius degrees. The suitable growth temperature is 10 to 15 Celsius degrees for seedling stage, 18 to 30 Celsius degrees to rapid growth period, but again, 19 to 25 Celsius degrees are most suitable. 18 Celsius degrees to 20 Celsius degrees for flowering and fruiting. The seed can survive at lower temperatures, but if the temperature goes below or equal to minus 5 Celsius degrees, the growth of seeds will be delayed and stopped. With plantometer, we can again measure the temperature and make the changes. Plantometer works with this way. I'll say it every time, but we are measuring the environments which is in where our plant is growing, and then we will manually change the environments to make our plants grow in most ideal situations. Soil moisture during the germination period or the first 6 weeks of the growth period, you should keep the soil with enough moisture, and this is pretty critical because the germination is the most crucial part for plant growth. When it comes to rapid growth periods, the soil moisture should be from 70% to 80%. At this water level, the plant's growth is in the best condition. Again, we can ensure that we stay in this scale with plantometer. We can measure the we can measure the soil moisture with our sensor, which we will put next to the plants for maximum for the true value. Again, let's move on to the CO2 amount in the air. For most cultivated plants, you get high returns to carbon dioxide concentration up to around 1,000 ppm, and between 1,000 ppm and 1,800 ppm. Most plants reach a limit after 1,800 ppm, and after that, it is toxic. It becomes toxic to the plant and induces things like developmental malformation and leaf necrosis. And it's critical for plant growth, as I said before, and for the quality of the plants, we have to ensure that the CO2 amount stays in good values for us, and with plantometer we can easily do that again. Why we choose to do plantometer as a project? Um, Due to the economical crisis, and especially after COVID-19, it's much harder. We thought it would be a great idea to support farmer ecosystem, which is suffering the most from these situations. Um, with plantometer, they can produce high quality crops. But it isn't only reason for us to go with plantometer. We had many different ideas, but at the end, the thought of making the world greener with our projects, maybe our project can help just a little, but even though it helps only one plant, we would be very grateful for our work, since we kind of helped our world to become more greener again. Um, let's move on to price comparison. You can see that our projects costs us exactly 1091 Turkish liras, and we will be looking at Hepsi burada sahibinden and Trendyol. Hepsi burada you can see not the same functions, but they have less functions than us, and these are the not essentials for plant growth. But these are, you can see, the price is 10 times higher than us. So as you can see, we thought about an economical approach for this situation. Let's look at the Simon'dan. Thermometer is 20 liras, luxmeter is 250 liras, CO2 sensor is 2000 liras. If we add up this, you can easily see that this value is also 10 times, 7 times higher than us. Last of all, we should look at Trendyol. As you can see, the first one measures CO2, temperature, and moisture, but its value is 5 times higher than us. For the second, uh, again, it measures carbon dioxide, temperature, and moisture, but the value is mm, too high, even for normal situations. Um, as you can see, our project is much more economical than its equivalents, and that was our one of the causes. So I think we kind of achieved our goal with this, but for the second goal, we need to improve our project to the next level. Since we just became computer engineering students just 4 or 5 months ago, we do not have the knowledge or the experience for measuring um, mineral the minerals in the soil, and that's why I didn't include in explanation part, because we are not currently measuring minerals in the soil, uh, but with people enough with enough knowledge and experienced people. Also, we need some ideal circumstances. uh, I think we can improve this project to the next level, and we can achieve our ultimate goal, which is leaving a greener earth to our kids and our grandkids and to the next generations. Um, our presentation has ended, and I sincerely appreciate you for listening and hopefully supporting our project and our cause for this project. Um, Thank you for listening.
Hi there. Today we will be showing our CSE 101 project to you, Plantometer. Well, this is our Plantometer module. It needs a power source to run, obviously, an Arduino. We have used an Arduino Uno in this build, a breadboard, a few jumper cables, an LED, an air quality sensor which we are using to mainly measure carbon dioxide in the air, and a light density sensor, a soil humidity sensor, and it has an apparatus here. You need to stick this into the soil to test its humidity. And let's do that. Now it functions better if you stick it all the way in until the black painting starts. So this soil has a humidity of 67%, as you have previously seen. Let's test the other one. Let's put it in the other one. Like I said, you gotta stick it all the way in until the black painting starts. And this one has a humidity of 90%. Let's let this sit here for a while. And our light sensor, let's test it out, whether it works or not. It previously showed 170 lux. It's showing right now. Let's put it out, put the light source out, and we are getting around 40. And there's our carbon dioxide sensor. Well, sadly, since we can't start a smoke inside our dormitories, we won't be able to test it right now. And we can adjust the brightness of the LED with this. So this is Plantometer.